once again.
Ready? Start. Integration of national economies on global basis has become indispensable. The term liberalization is synonymous with globalization and privatization. Liberalization implies shift from command economy to market economy. Its relationship with socialism is over all over the world. During the last 10 years, sweeping changes have been going on in the economy of the world. Under the new economic order, no nation can survive in isolation. Therefore, no country can escape the process of globalization. Globalization implies that a government must introduce liberalization in its economy. It points out the phase of globalization in the economy which aims at unification with the global economic order. For this purpose, free imports, curtailment of customs duties, and free and direct inflow of foreign investment should be allowed. In addition to this, full convertibility of Indian rupee has also been undertaken as one of the measures under the present phase of globalization. For developed economies, globalization is an aspect where there are no constraints in dealing with national and international trade policy. Globalization has not only affected the economic order of the world but also the social and cultural aspect of the countries. America is the leader in the process of globalization since the last decade. It is now clear to one and all one that no country can survive without abiding by the process of globalization. Liberalization is the natural outcome of the policy of globalization. The 19th and 20th centuries belonged to England and the 21st century belongs to America. It is no exaggeration to state that economic imperialism is the cult of American policy. Every big and small country has to follow the dictates of economic policies laid down by the United States of America. The result is very obvious. WTO is the manifestation of this policy, and almost every country falls to be a member of WTO. In the Indian context, the year 1990-91 was an unprecedented year. Indian economy was under stress. Our economic growth was at an all-time low level of 1.1%. Foreign investors had lost faith in the Indian market. Capital was flowing out. So it was very essential for us to form a multi-directional program. As a result of this, we decided to do away with the license system. We undertook Operation Globalization with a view to bringing our economic policies in line with the developed nations in the world. The first step towards globalization was taken in the form of devaluation. By this, the value of the rupee declined by 18 to 19% against major currencies in the world. Secondly, sweeping changes were made in the trade policy. In 1991, the Government of India announced a package of trade policy reforms. Under this, exports and imports procedures were simplified. Even 51% foreign equity was permitted in trading houses. Thirdly, India undertook the policy of convertibility of rupee, under which foreign exchange access was liberalized for current business transactions. Fourthly, industrial policy reforms were also undertaken. These positive signals gave further thrust to our economy. The encouragement to private enterprises was adopted as a matter of policy. The disinvestment of public sector undertakings was also encouraged. Golden handshake policy was introduced to get rid of surplus staff. Stop.